Hello, Royalers. Welcome to Royal Black and Elite. I'm so glad that you were able to join me for another great episode. I am Lady TrenettWilson, and I am a social historian and lecturer. So it's always exciting. I'm always excited to bring you new people, new things all around Black culture. But today, it's going to be a little different because I've been introducing some etiquette pieces out of my new book. Etiquette is the New Black. And today we're going to talk about something that's in the public square, divorce etiquette. In particular, TJ Holmes and Amy Robach and the scandal that has hit the press. I think it's important to talk about this because etiquette, it really moves into all areas of life, and especially where marriage is concerned. And so I thought this would be a great video to shoot today. And so I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope you pick up some tips about how to make your marriage better, and how to avoid some of these divorce etiquette mistakes. As a wife of 32 years and a counselor to other women who are looking at marriage or looking to be married, my husband and I, we really take our vows very seriously. And so to do these etiquette rules around marriage was important to me because I think sometimes people don't take it seriously enough. And families are torn apart when you decide you don't like your wife anymore, you don't like your husband anymore. And so knowing some of these rules around the etiquette, I pray would be helpful to everyone who's listening. And if you have friends who are going through this, that maybe you could share this video. Oh, always remember to like, subscribe, and share, of course. And I just think that this video was really needing to be done because as I look at the commentary, it's more around, how wrong it was, but in context of the family and how it impacts the family and the etiquette around it hadn't been discussed. So I hope you enjoy it. So let's start with our first one. The first rule is separated is not a divorce. A lot of times people believe once they get separated that they can go ahead and start seeing other people, that they're officially over, and that they can begin relationships with others. Normally, they are in these relationships before the separation happens. But separation doesn't mean legal divorce. Often when people get separated, they get back together. They work on their relationship, as his wife, Mary Lee, said they were doing. And for you to be carrying on an affair when you're telling your spouse that you're working on the relationship, and you haven't gone through a divorce, and you're just living maybe separately, but you're calling each other every day, you're sending each other pictures, and there may be an opportunity for you to get back together. You shouldn't be looking outside marriage. And so this was a very bad move on his part, and it was the first rule that he broke. Separated is not divorce. The next divorce etiquette rule that was broken by both of them, by Amy and TJ, it was don't go public with your boo thing until your divorce is final or your ex-spouse knows that you're not together anymore. So I think he owed his wife, who he had been married to since 2010, and the same for her, to their ex-spouses or soon-to-be ex-spouses, to let them know they were seeing other people instead of being blindsided in the media with pictures of them spending time together alone. And this is just one of the pictures that were captured of them spending time together. So, if you are seeing someone else and you want a divorce and you all are separated, and you're going to, you feel so much for this person that you don't care if anyone knows about it, let your ex-spouse know. You owe it to them. They've been together for 12 years. He at least owed her that respect, and so did Amy. The next rule that was broken in divorce etiquette, and they both broke it, is do not cheat with your wife's friend, or do not cheat with your coworkers. And as we know, TJ was cheating with Amy, who was a coworker. But did you know he was even cheating before then? He cheated with another producer, allegedly. Her name is Natasha Singh. And so much so, the cheating was going on so bad that it almost ruined their marriage. He and Mary Lee's marriage. But it didn't end, and she thought they were working through what was going on. And then that's when swooped in Amy, who was both Mary Lee's friend and Natasha's friend. And she knew TJ was cheating, allegedly, with Natasha. But yet she was here talking to Mary Lee as a friend. So to me, though TJ was wrong, he was wronger than two left shoes. Here, this woman, Amy, who was a married woman and who was supposed to be friends with Mary Lee, was sneaking around with this married man and with her supposed friend's lover. A mess. The next divorce rule was really broken by TJ because this involves him. And the rule is respect the children. TJ and his lovely wife have a child. And I didn't keep the picture up there long because I don't want the child's face, to be up there a long time. But that beautiful baby, they are the mother and the father of the beautiful child. And if he didn't love his wife anymore, he at least owed enough respect to his child for his family's name not to be run through the mud and the ringer in the public. And so one of the real important rules in divorce etiquette is that you have to remember the children that are going to be left behind and that are going to be hurt from the selfish decisions that you are making. And I call them selfish because he'd been married for 12 years and he couldn't wait to expose this out in the public and embarrass his family. So I really would exhort you to please think about your children when you're going through a divorce. My next tip for divorce etiquette is don't fumble the bag. Because of his indiscretions now, TJ is on leave as well as Amy. Now there's some discussion that Amy may be back and not TJ because he's had more than one affair and may have broken company policy. So he puts his whole family at risk, his money at risk, when he's there cheating with women at his job or allegedly cheating and looking at maybe not having a job at the end of this ruckus. So I'm just really hoping that you learn that, don't fumble your bag. Don't cheat where your money is so that you won't lose your job and then not be able to provide for your family. Because I'm more than sure Mary Lee is going to get paid. Now, my final tip is it's fairly basic, but people do this all the time. Don't put other people in your mess. So when you cheat and your co-workers are watching you do it, you put them in a bad position. Rumors and reports have come out that Robin, a seasoned veteran in the media industry, went to TJ and to Amy and said, hey, cut it out. This is what reports are saying. But they ignored her and they put this woman and everybody who saw them cheating in a really bad position. So divorce etiquette is don't make other people lie. You destroy relationships. You could destroy relationships even within your workplace. And you lose a great deal of respect from those who work with you. So what will be the end of this? I really don't know. But I do know that I hope that the family, Mary Lee, and even her husband, whose name is David Chu, I hope they all are able to recover from this. And I hope that TJ and Amy think about the lives that they have impacted from their tryst. So with that said, I hope that you have enjoyed today's episode. All of these tips and many more will be found in my new book, Etiquette is the New Black, that's coming out in January. I hope that you will stay tuned and be able to pick it up. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. You mean the world to me, and I'll see you on another great episode of Royal Black and Elite.